Dear children, welcome to the online biology classes. So, in the previous classes, we were studying morphology of flowering plants and will continue that. So, today we are going to study the semi technical description of a flower, okay, or flowering plant. So, we know there are various morphological features to describe a plant, isn't it? So, by using some symbols or by using some diagrams, we can represent the whole characteristics of a plant. So, that is what semi technical description of a flower. Okay, so we can what have floral formula or floral diagram. Okay, so floral formula means what? By it is means the plant will be represented by certain symbols in them. Understood? And floral diagram means, see here, floral formula is there. Okay, with the help of certain symbols, the full characteristic of the flower plant is described here. Okay, and now by using a diagram, okay, so like this also we can represent the characteristic of a flower. So if we use a diagram to represent the various features of a plant, then it is known as floral diagram. And if we are using some of the symbols, then it is known as what? Floral formula. So let's see first the floral formula. Okay, so floral formula, I said, it is represented by certain symbols. Okay, for example, in the floral formula, okay, br means the flower is bracteate. Do you remember what is bract? Leaf like structure, the base of the flower, isn't it? So if we are writing br, what do you mean by that? The flower is having bracts, or it's a bracteate flower. Okay, now calyx, it is represented by the symbol K, and C represent the corolla. Okay, P, if it is P, then perianth. Okay, A for androecium, G for gynoecium. And if you see one line just below the G, then that represents what? The gynoecium is superior. Superior gynoecium. Superior means what? Ovary is superior. All the other words are forming a level which is lower to the ovary. So understood? If the line is above G like this, means what? The ovary is inferior. Okay, and if the flower is male, means only androecium, if it is there, it will be represented by this symbol. Okay, and if the flower is a pistillate flower, means unisexual flower with the only what female part or gynoecium, then we use this symbol. Okay, and if the flower is bisexual, bisexual means both the sexes are there, then we represent it by this symbol. Okay, then actinomorphic and zygomorphic, you remember? Actinomorphic flowers are represented by this sign. Okay, that is like this we have to draw. Okay, like this. Okay, and if it is zygomorphic, we'll put a percent like sign. Okay, like this. So is it clear? And if the petals are united, we can join this. Okay, so the sepals will be what joined. Okay, for example, if four sepals are there, this knot. Okay, see, this is in case of floral diagram. And if the petals are joined, then we will write, see, 5 petals, and it will be, if it is joined, then how we will write? If it is joined, we can write 5 petals. Okay, and we will put the bracket. Means what? The petals are united. or if it is 3 and if it is free, okay, 3 petals which are free, we will just write 3 there without any bracket. Okay, so like this, what various symbols are used for explaining a plant, okay, external features, especially the flowers characters. Okay, so this representation using symbol is known as what? Floral formula. Understood? So now we can see here one floral formula is given here. So what you understood from this? This flower is a actinomorphic flower, right? Because which sign is used? This sign. Okay, so actinomorphic flower. Whether the flower is bisexual or unisexual, see, it's a bisexual flower. Means both this, okay, this arrow and this plus sign is there, and this is representing the bisexual flower. Now you see calyx. Which letter is using for calyx? K, isn't it? K. How many calyx are there? I mean sepals are there. There are 4 sepals, but they are arranged in 2 different levels. That's what it is written as 2 plus 2. Understood? 2 plus 2. And then corolla. Corolla is represented by the letter C. Okay, and there are how many petals? 4 petals. Are they free or they are united? They are free. If it was free, how they will represent? They'll be represented by 4 will be in a bracket. Okay, now androecium. How many stamens are there? Total 6 stamens are there. But you see, it is also arranged in 2 levels. Okay, one set of 2 is there and another set of 4 is there. That's what it is represented as 2 plus 4. Is it clear? Now, gynoecium is represented by G. Understood? See, here you can see all, I'm describing this formula. Okay, so here whether the gynoecium is superior or inferior, here it is showing that the gynoecium is superior. Why? Because line is down. Understood? So how many carpels are there? 2. Whether they are fused or free, they are fused. How you can understand? Because it is 2 is written in a bracket. Okay, so is it clear? Floral formula how to write? So different letters are used to describe the various characters, or various symbols are used. Understood? So this a flower we can easily what explain, or we can understand by seeing the floral formula. What is that? This is an actinomorphic flower, bisexual. Okay, then calyx consists of 4 sepals, but they are arranged in 2 different layers, one layer of 2 and another layer of 2. Calyx, corolla is made up of, or it is having 4 petals. Androecium, 6 stamens are there. Okay, they are arranged in 2 levels, that is 2 plus 4. And gynoecium is superior, consisting of 2 carpels which are united. What we call it as syncarpous ovary. Okay, syncarpous. Syncarpous means carpels are united to each other. In floral diagram, we use a diagram, isn't it, to represent the characteristic of a flower. Understood? So you can see this is a floral diagram. So here you can see a dot that is representing the mother axis. Okay, mother axis means this part of the flower is near to the stem. Okay, the part which is near to the stem, if this is a stem and if the flower is like this, then this the part which is near to the stem, okay, is represented by this dot. Okay, now you can see the sepals are represented by this kind. Okay, so in this, how many sepals are there? As it is shown in the formula. Okay, So understood? So these represents the sepals, and how many sepals are there? See, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sepals. And you can see that the sepals are in two different levels. Okay, the sepals are arranged in two levels. One level of this two, okay, and the other in the other level. Understood? So like this, in two levels they are arranged. Now petals, okay, or calyx, how they'll be represented by what this kind of diagrams. Understood? So this represents what? The petals. Understood? And how many petals are there? 4 petals. 1, okay, 2, 3, and 4. 4 petals are there. Understood? Now, androecium. Okay, androecium. And you can see even the estivation. Estivation is also can also be represented, whether they are gamosepalous or whether they are polysepalous, whether they are polypetalous or gamopetalous. All that can be represented by this diagram. Understood? Now, androecium, the stamens are represented by this kind of diagrams. So you can clearly see that these stamens are also in two levels, isn't it? One level of this 4 and another one, another one level consists of only two stamens. Okay, so there are 6 stamens which are arranged in two levels. One level of 4 and the other level of 2. Okay, now gynoecium, it's superior. Okay, that, and it consists of two carpels. Okay, two carpels it is having, and it is syncarpus. Syncarpus means it is what they are united. Okay, so like this, this floral formula represents what? Sorry, floral diagram represents the various characters of a flower with the help of a diagram. Understood? So the given diagram that is representing the mustard family, okay, the flower of mustard is having these features. What? Calyx is 4, but they are arranged in 2. Okay, then corolla 4 are there. Understood? And then androecium consists of 6 stamens in 2 levels. Gynoecium bicarpellary, and it is having syncarpus ovary. Syncarpus means what? The carpels are fused. Okay, they are not free. We can see another the floral formula of Fabaceae family. Actually, this family is omitted from your syllabus. So just I'm saying, you can just see, it will not come for examination. Okay, so listen here. This is floral formula of the what the Fabaceae or Leguminosae family. You can see here what it represents. This sign, it is representing the zygomorphic condition, isn't it? Zygomorphic. Then whether the flower is bisexual or unisexual, it is bisexual flower, isn't it? Bisexual flower. Then calyx, how many are there? 5. Whether they are united or free, they are united, isn't it? Now you see corolla. Corolla, it is having 5 petals, but they are what? Of different types. See, 1 plus 2 plus 2, and among this the last 2 is in bracket, means they are united. Okay, androecium, you see, A, that is containing 10 stamens. Okay, and these 10 stamens are arranged in two levels. Okay, or they are grouped to form two different group, that is known as what? Diadelphous. A group of 9 will be there, and one stamen will be free. Gynoecium, you see, only one carpel, okay, that is represented by 1, and the superior, and it is having the superior ovary. So this is the floral formula for what? Fabaceae, that you need not to study, just I am telling you about the floral formula. Okay, now the floral diagram of this family, you see, okay, you can see the sepals are united, that's what they are joined and shown. How many sepals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 sepals are there, they are united. Now you see the petals. I told one petal is there, that is known as the standard petal, and there are two wing petals. Okay, and there are two keel petals, but they are joined. This they are as they are joined, it is shown like this. Understood? Clear? They are joined. They are, these two petals are joined by this line. Understood? So like this, it is representing the petals. Okay. So in this family, I told there are different types of petals. First petal is what? The standard petal. These two are actually known as the wing petal, and this is the keel petal. Actually, these two are separate, but they join together to form a board shaped structure. That's what keel petal I told. So where we have studied this, when I was teaching you the what estivation. Okay, vexillary estivation I taught you, isn't it? So what is vexillary estivation? One standard petal, this petal will be there, okay, which is completely outside. See, that is represented by this. Both the end you see, it is outside here, isn't it? And then wing petals, two wing petals are there. That is represented by, this is the wing petal and this is another wing petal, and that is represented by this line. You see, one end of this is inside and one end is outside in both the wing petal. Okay, understood? One side inside and one side outside. Now next is what? The keel petals. This is represented by this what that diagram, and you can see as they are joined. Okay, we are showing this together by this line, and you see here the keel petal, both the side of the keel petal will be inside. So this kind of arrangement where there are 5 different petals. Okay, that is one standard petal which is completely outside. Okay, wing petal which is inside and outside. One side is inside and one side is outside. And keel petal where both the what ends are inside. So this kind of estivation is known as what? Vexillary estivation. Okay, vexillary estivation. So I told you about the sepal and the petal. Okay, now what is that? Next is the andrecium. I told here in this family, andrecium is showing diadelphous condition. What is diadelphous? All the 9 stamens, they unite to form a single structure, and one will be free. Okay, so that is represented in this way. Okay, 9 in one line and another one separately. Okay, then gynoecium, it is monocarpellary, no chambers you can see here, isn't it? And having marginal placentation, we have learned. Understood? And it is superior ovary. Superior we cannot show in the floral diagram. So is it clear? So floral formula and floral diagram is very clear now. I have explained you both floral diagram and floral formula of 2 families, isn't it? What are they? Brassicaceae, mustard family, and the Fabaceae. Okay, so we have to study other 2 families that we'll study in the next class. Thank you very much.